Hello everyone, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. Welcome back to the best of 30 days of sketches. We are on to day 17. Today's sketch is from Laura Rumble. She created it for a certain group that I'm not talking about, but you can see it there on the sketch. And I've got a bunch of layouts to share with you of all the fun different takes, and I love this. So let's start with mine. And it was back from series 6. Sorry guys, series 6 from Laura Rumble. My take on this sketch, I followed it very literal. I love the idea of the stitching, and then I added in sequins. My little bit of my photo there with a bit of a cluster. It is a photo of all the cousins from Thanksgiving one year when Barrett was just a baby. So it was his first Thanksgiving, Canadian Thanksgiving, which was exciting. And it was nice to have everyone together because it gets hard to do as we all get older, right? So that's my original take. And now I'm going to share with you all the awesome layouts, and I've got 12 to share. So have fun with this. Here we go. We have Moira. Moira is, I love this. So she took that Vicki Boutin background, mixed media background pattern paper, and then she took string and glued string around some of the circles. And then in true Moira fashion has red by the stars. And then of course that super cute little photo of the baby, so cute. So I just loved her take. It was a really neat way to make that sketch work for her. JQ Crafty, all I can think of when I see this layout is it is just absolutely stunning. She has like the perfect splatters, and the butterflies just like magically just fit exactly where they needed to be. If I remember correctly, she was scrapbooking a camping trip, so it's her having her morning coffee, but I'm thinking as she was camping. So I just really love it, but it is just absolutely stunning. All right, sorry about the noise. My boys are trying to be Power Rangers. Next up, we have Amber Strudevent. I'm so sorry, Amber. I'm not good with last names. Anyways, Amber's, okay, first of all, she took it, and instead of being straight on, like you can see in the sketch, she made it in a diagonal, which I just love. And they're all little cut files, which I love as well. And it's on this black cardstock, so it's popping off. And I'm pretty sure it's talking about her photo of her pumpkin spice latte is what I'm getting with the pumpkin and stuff that I can see within her sketch. But I loved it, and I loved how she made it work for her and just tilted it just a bit to be on a diagonal. It was just genius. I loved her take on it. Then we've got MK Gunn, and what I liked about hers was instead of having the stitching like you can see in the sketch, she just had 2 strips of pattern paper, and then she tucked in leaves underneath it, so it's like they're in a jungle. Like, it's just so pretty, very eye-striking. I really loved her take and how she managed to make it work for her, and there's no stitching in sight. So just because you see a sketch that has stitching doesn't mean you need to use it. The next couple are just really good examples of how you follow a sketch but make it work for you. So we've got Susan L, and she used paper airplanes instead of butterflies or whatever have you, and it was just so smart. I love it. Really pretty. And her mixed media is just like fantastic. It was like the perfect mixed media. She was obviously having, she's very good with mixed media anyways, but she's having like the perfect mixed media day. I love her take. And then we have Rachel Delorme Neenan, I believe, and she used balloons, which I love. So she fit the theme. So she obviously had a birthday that she was documenting, and she made the theme fit with the sketch with the balloons. Pretty much flipped it so her photo was on the left side, and I loved that idea. It was so clever. Miranda went ahead and used birds and butterflies, and if you can remember that collection, it's a Vicki Boutin collection. It had all those little pieces to the collection that I ended up just keeping because I didn't know what to do with them, but she found a way to use them all on one layout, and it's perfect. It was so perfect. So I really loved her take on it, and just a good nod to, you can follow the sketch but make it work for you and whatever theme you have with your photos. Next up, we have Rebecca Lockhart Scraps, and she had hers, I have to think back for a minute. hers is the track photo, and then she made it like there's movement going on in her layout, right? Because the photo is of the running, and then it's like the airlines you would see with the, I don't know, I just loved it. I love the movement to it. It's an orange, which is unique to me. I don't see a lot of layouts with orange in it, but it just was so perfect, and it definitely gave off the vibe you needed for like a track layout. So loved that. Now here's the one where I think is the most out there of the sketch, but it's so great. So this is Brittany Nicole, who is Storybook Scrapbooking, and she just completely switched it up. So she has full-on pattern paper, and then the way she gave the nod to the sketch was with the little strawberries, and it's just so cute. And I love the little scallops. It's all just I just loved it. I loved how she made it work for her and her bright and girly kind of way that she documents things. It was just fantastic. All right, so next up we have Jessie B from Jessie B Scrapbooking, and hers is just like string and ribbon, and like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I love it. I think it's a set of wedding photos, and it absolutely fits the vibe. Oh, it's so pretty on that soft pink background. I love it. I love how you can use up some of your supplies if you really look at a sketch, and like, I don't have a lot of ribbon or anything like that, but if I did, that would be such a great way to use it. So really clever. Love that one as well. Then we have Shayla, and hers it's rainbows on top of rainbows, and oh my goodness, so she painted the background rainbow, and then she found little rainbows that she fussy cut and layered them to fit the sketch. Oh, like, I'm obsessed with this layout. It's so cool. I love it. And then finally we have Glenda Thorne, and hers is, I think it's the neatest thing ever. So there's the paint stripes that are vertical, and that's what your eye goes to. But then when you look in closer, then you see the sketch with the black lines and the photo and the placement that you can see in the sketch. But it's like the secondary part to it. You see the lines first. I don't know, like the paint lines first. It was like combining two things on top of each other, and it was just the perfect combination. So I really love that one as well, and it's beautiful. So I'm hoping that these takes give you some inspiration, and you can see that you can use sketches in so many awesome different ways. I'm being called, so I'm gonna get going, but please make sure you check out the links below. There's the playlist, the Facebook group, and of course the link to my Instagram so you can see who is being featured today. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye everyone.